Well, maybe this will work better. Hopefully people will find me. I'm here. I'm here and I'm all alone now. It's just you and me, pop figure Ed Sheeran. It's just you and me. You call me a hoe? Maggie. I'm going to take Ed Sheeran out of the box here. My daughter's so mad about this. She was like, I'm never calling him Dad. Never. Look how cute he is. Aww. With his glasses. You're amazing. Stop stealing people's songs. I'm going to use this as a spell ingredient to try to make him stop stealing people's songs.
Are you back?
What? Yes, I'm back. But I'm on the wireless, so God knows how long that's going to last. Hopefully there's not like, you know, it's not like we have anybody in this house that uses the wireless. Anyway. Oh, people are coming back. Yay, yay. I was playing with a toy. With it. There. Get back in there. You're home. So here's the tale. If the feed ever goes down, okay, go on my Twitter. I will share a link to the new feed on the Twitter. So, yes, we must all drink. We were asking about the comics guy. We were asking about whether it's like okay to read Nathan Pyle's comics still. That was a question. And this is a really good one I was thinking about because I've been struggling with this too. Oh yeah, you can ring the bell for a notification. I say that all the time because Watch Mojo says, ring the bell to get notified of, and I'm like, yeah. Ring the bell to get notified of when you can hear this chick do a voiceover and pronounce French words really weirdly. Like way overpronounce. Anyway. Oh, people get YouTube notifications about my videos. I feel so loved. Oh, hang on. I gotta go this way. There we go. Anyway, here we go. So how are we doing about Nathan Pyle? How are we doing? 3 cards. We'll just do 3 cards and see what the fuck is up. What the fuck is up? No! Get off the floor! Okay. Here we go. 3 cards. Should we still be reading Nathan Pyle's comics? We'll find out. Oh, it's whether or not we should still be reading Nathan Pyle's comics. Okay. To be honest, it doesn't look like it matters because it kind of looks like this might have toasted him a little bit. And I'm not saying like it ruined everything. But what I've got here is the moon reversed. So that generally has to do with kind of, I kind of associate it with some bad mental health things, with stress and anxiety and things like that. Okay. And then the next one's the Queen of Swords. And obviously this is kind of the backlash. This is like the backlash card because the Queen of Swords, if in anything about pro-choice anything, the Queen of Swords is definitely the pro-choicers. And then we've got the Fool reversed where it's like he doesn't even know where he's going and he's kind of reaching the end of the road on things. So I'm thinking that what this means is that we're either going to see like full flaming milkshake duck or we're going to see Is that so? That's my zombie dog. He's the Walking Dead. I'm sorry. I didn't talk about your mortality like that right in front of you, but you are 17 years old. Jesus Christ. Anyway, I am wasted, guys. But it looks like the stress and the pressure might kind of either make him go like full on milkshake duck, and we find out what he how he really actually feels. And it might be in a bad way, or he might, just because of the stress, not release as many comics. So I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I was kind of disappointed. I don't have to generally like everything and agree with a creator. I think it depends on the thing, the right, like you said, Bunny, the right to separate content from creator. Don't you think it kind of depends on what it is? Like, I don't like that he's pro-life, forced birth. I don't like that he's forced birth. But Captain Janeway is forced birth. I mean, she's where do you we're in a weird time. And I'm not saying, like, this is not me turning into like a comedian going, we're in a weird time, we can't say the N-word anymore, so we can't be funny. But I mean, like, we're in a weird time where we're having to ask that question. Like, we have to let go. Like, The Usual Suspects is one of my favorite movies. But now, am I ever going to be able to watch it again and really like it? So I think it depends on what it is. If we're talking about someone like, Chick-fil-A, where they're actively giving their money to stuff, that's one thing. If Nathan Pyle is using the proceeds for his books and stuff, or whatever money he makes off of his work, and he's taking that and he's giving it to forced birth, pro-forced birth charities, right? Then I can't really enjoy his work anymore, because I would be contributing to something that would be bad. But if he's just said some stupid shit about abortion because he's never, it's amazing how many times men will just sort of stagger through life just parroting what they heard at church when they were little, So, I don't know. That's weird. So, wow. Let's see what's going on here. I just sat there and talked, like, just mused about something. Okay. Let's do this. I have to make it so I can see it. Sorry. Man, I smoked way more weed than I was intending to. Okay. My 44th birthday is on Monday. My 40s have been really rough emotionally. My friends around my age are having a great time. I feel bad, and then I feel bad for feeling bad around them. I am a single childless woman with a good job. I'm at a point in my life where my debts are paid off. I have money in savings and have money to travel on my paid vacation time. Why am I not happy? Why do I feel so angry? What can I do to feel better? Oh, this is perfect. What does this person need? Okay. So, this person is almost 44, is not happy about things. It wants to know how to be happier. Yeah. Okay, so now we understand each other. Good to know. Here we go. Well, you got a lot of stuff going on internally here, okay? A lot of the reason that you're not happy. Well, we'll just go like this, okay? J.K. Rowling came to my house, slapped me in my face, and said I was gay now. So, sorry, Mr. Jen. So, first card that comes up here is the Nine of Wands reversed. You are feeling like, don't eat that. That's paper. You can't see. I'm going to be cleaning up dog puke with a big wad of paper in it later. Yeah. Oh, you should get up and stop him. He could get really hurt. He's 17. If this is the way he goes, this is the way he chose to go. If this is the way the Lord takes him. Anyway, you have the Nine of Wands reversed. You kind of feel like you have come through some kind of battle. You have scaled some kind of mountain. And now you're finding out that there's like more coming up. Like there's more, like it doesn't just stop. It's not like I've reached to this point and everything is solved. A big part of that is right now you are, what do you call it? You're juggling. And you're juggling, and you talked about money and having plenty of money. So it's not like you're juggling a money problem. It's like it's like something else you value. And I get this very strong feeling that it's trying to, because you talk about your friends. It's like the things you value as a person compared to the things they value as a person or the things that they do, and trying to have the values they have and align with the stuff that they have, okay? Trying to do that when you're with them and trying to be different or your own kind of person when you're not with them, okay? Like, you know what I mean? Like you're trying to align your values with their values and measure yourself by their standards or what you believe their standards are, okay? And then when you're on your own, you're like, that's not my thing. That's wild. Okay. The next thing that's coming up here, okay? Check this out, right? Here we go. King of Wands, reverse. This is the ultimate goal or destiny card. We're looking, this is a thing where someone becomes very sort of tyrannical. Someone becomes very sort of controlling, very, and that could even be yourself. I'm not saying like, you're looking to get married to a guy who has a sword and, is controlling. What I'm saying is that you, in fact, might start exerting weird attempts at control over either your friends or over yourself in a really negative way. Okay. In the past, maybe you felt like other people were getting things a little bit more easy than you were. There is kind of a weird resentment in here, in these cards, okay? Almost all of these are reversed. The only one that hasn't been reversed is the Two of Pentacles and one that's coming up, okay? But the rest of them are all reversed. I think of that as being internal. This is like a really heavy, like this is like a lead vest. I mean, you really are very unhappy here, okay? So the Eight of Pentacles, right there, all right? You maybe feel like you worked harder and your friends were getting things easier. Maybe you worked hard. You feel like maybe you worked harder and you got stuff, but yeah, there's kind of a feeling of resentment there of like, I had to work really hard to get what I have. Why am I not happy with it when you are happy with the thing that I feel you got easier? And the reason I say that is because the reverse is the Queen of Pentacles. You have you have, I guess right now, sort of a feeling of wondering why. It's not that you mentioned children, okay? I don't think, let me look at your question again, because that struck me when I was reading it. And the reason that I'm going to check that out again. Okay, you did say you were a woman. That's what I'm checking on. You might not, it feels like you don't know why you're not, man, why can't I put these words together? Okay, so you're childless. It feels like childless by choice, or at least childless by choice for now. Okay, so you are sort of wondering why you don't feel bad about that, or like why you don't, there's a feeling here of like, why don't I want the things that my friends have wanted? Why don't I want what they want? It's almost like, it's not like that you want it. It's that you can't figure out why you don't want it. Okay. So, no, adrift. So, but what's coming up as a result of all this sort of mounting anger and stuff is the Tower. And that's not great. That means you're headed towards like a catastrophe here. You are headed towards something bad if we can't get this anger and this feeling of resentment here under control. So let's take a look at the next part of the reading. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. You have the Seven of Swords coming up, okay? In the 7th position, which is telling you that you feel like you skipped a step. You feel like you missed some swords. You feel like you skipped some steps. And it might have to do with love, okay? It might have to do with maybe you feel like you should be in a relationship. I mean, maybe there's pressure. This might be outside pressure. No, it probably isn't lagging. It's probably me just pausing, like, to think here. Because this is a very heavy energy here, okay? I know that sounds weird, but I mean, like, it's really just like this whole area to me feels like it's covered in lead. I'm a very empathetic person. Not to be all woo-boo about it, you know. But it looks almost like there's pressure coming from the outside telling you shouldn't be happy because you're single. So yeah. The next thing here, fears, whatever, blah, 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 is the Emperor. I think you might be afraid of coming across as cold, coming across as rigid, as unflexible. You have a fear that people are going to interpret you that way. What we're seeing here is Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. This is a sort of pouring out of emotion, kind of, instead of like a beginning of a new creative, wonderful emotional state. It's like all of the emotion and all the stuff is like pouring out. Basically, what this reading looks like, I'm going to pull a few clarifying cards here. I'm going to pull 3 clarifying cards. I'm going to leave these down and do 3 clarifying cards, right, for this person to how to get rid of this or deal with this. It just feels like you're trying to be 2 different people. It feels like you're just not jiving with, like, it just feels like you're there's 2 different versions of you. So hang on. When you're with them and when you're with yourself. Okay, here we go. 3 cards for this person, how they're going to fix the situation. Okay. And again, they are reversed. Now, interestingly enough, there was only 1 reverse over here in the second part of your reading. These 3 are all reversed. So these are all things that you need to do. These are all things that you pretty much need to do. Bunny, I just noticed the turf thing. The thing that JK, she has retweeted turf bullshit, and she has retweeted and she has liked things on Twitter. People have caught in her likes, like where she's liked really turfy things. Anyway, so what's coming up next here is you are going to need to let some of your guard down to yourself. You need to be gentle with yourself. You are really trying to force yourself to internally, you are really trying to force something inside yourself. Okay? And you need to stop that. You need to be gentle with yourself. And you need to be not beating it. This seems like it really, really is weighing down. So the next one coming up is the 10 of Wands. This is another one of those lay down your burdens thing. Okay? You're right. You're right. About it being unfair. Whatever you're feeling, like the not having the happiness, you are right about your feelings, and it's not bad that you have those feelings. So be gentle to yourself and lay down the guilt that you're carrying over the fact that you have this problem, right? Or you feel it's a problem. It's not a problem. You feel like you have this problem and that you're doing things wrong and you're beating yourself up constantly over it. And then you tell yourself it's not okay for you to feel bad that you are beating yourself up constantly about it, okay? Lay that stuff down. Go, it's okay for me to feel a little bit of resentment over the fact that I'm not quite jiving with my friends and I don't quite get what's going on, or don't quite see everything the way everybody else does, or I have to split it's okay for me to have these feelings. Lay down the burden of putting that stuff on you. You know what you mean? Okay. So then we've got the Page of Cups. Reverse. Page of Cups is usually starting a new emotional journey and a new sort of look at. He's making friends with that fish. Except for yours is reversed. I don't think it's time for you to make friends with a fish. I think what this is saying is rather than keep looking for something outside, and rather than looking for, I don't mean like outside of you, but like, I mean like rather than looking for the things in the outside world that you think you're supposed to have to be happy, okay, revisit the things that actually make you happy. You know, don't look forward to what the next step is supposed to be. And oh my God, have I missed a step? Have I skipped, did I skip from step 2 to step 7, making this bookcase, and now my bookcase is going to be all fucked up? Your bookcase is not going to be fucked up. Your bookcase is going to be fine. All right, is what it's saying. And the problem here is, rather than looking ahead to what the arbitrary thing of other people's values says that you need to hit these milestones by these times, revisit what makes you happy. And we got to drop the sort of balancing act thing here. You got to, I don't know, I'm not going to be pushy, and I'm not going to ask, because I know that you are, I know that you've already identified yourself here. I'm just saying that if you are in fact closeted, because that's something that comes off of here, that perhaps you might be closeted about your sexuality or your gender. I don't know. But either way, got a really sour taste of acid reflux. I better wipe it down with some more malt liquor. Refreshing. If that's the case, again, it's okay for you to feel resentment about the situation, but don't feel resentment towards your friends unless they're sort of the source of it, if it makes sense. Like if they're the ones that are the reason that you wouldn't be able to share that information. Otherwise, it's just a divide of some kind of feeling like living two different lives type thing, which you already said you felt like two different people. Just make time for both parts of you, I guess. Rather than trying to, okay, got it. What you're trying to do. You ever go to a party with somebody and they're your good friend and they're going to take you, all right, when I was in high school, I went to a different high school than my friends. I went to a private school, and all my other friends went to the high school from our middle school. And we always go to each other's dances. Now, when I would go to the dance with my friends here in town, I knew everybody because we had all grown up together. But when my friends decided they would come with me to a dance at my high school, I was a completely different person. Not because I was putting on airs or maybe I was a little bit trying to fit in with, the richer kids at school, although I found my working class kids there pretty quick. But it was like I would take them there, and because you're different around the different people that you're around, I was a different person, and it made things kind of awkward for them. And so I would feel like I have to be these two people at once. I have to be the person. I have to be Jenny at private school and Jenny out in the sticks, right? And these are the two different things, and never the twain shall meet. You're doing that sort of in yourself. Sometimes when you're by yourself, you're Jenny in the sticks. And then when you are with your friends, you are trying to be Jenny trying to manage being both at the same time type thing. Not to make it all about me. I just made it all about me. Anyway, I was trying to make an analogy. Okay, so yeah, no doubt. And here's the thing. I don't know if he knows that you guys can hear that. I'm just glad that it's legal now. And hopefully it doesn't affect his job. Anyway, I hope that reading makes a lot of sense. I hope that reading, I think you said that makes sense. I hope that helps you. And please don't be insulted that I said I had a heavy energy. It's just that I'm very empathetic when I read, and I could very much feel that you do have this unhappiness and this sort of resentment and stuff, and nobody likes to feel that way. You're being a little bit hard on yourself. So, anyway. I'm reading this whole thing. Huh. Anyway. Oh, if you have a question to ask, you can put it in the question box. I should have put a link, but I didn't. Does somebody have a link to the question box so they can paste into the chat? That'd be great. It's like all the makeup off one of my eyes and not the other. My daughter made a video today, and I looked at it. And she's got like this whole like glittery pink makeup and like glitter lipstick and stuff. And she's like, "Hey guys, I forgot to take off my makeup. I was like, you put your makeup on for that video. So now she's going to see this. So it's a heavy thing. Yeah, it felt like weight. It felt like weight. Like, wait, well, I'm going to clear these cards, and then I'm going to take a smork real quick. Smork break. And then we'll do some more. Maybe I'll show you the hamster. Anybody want to see your hamster? Don't bark. I'd show them you, but you're just a horror show. Zombie dog. Bork, zombie dog. Okay. Here we go. Setting on the button on the chat and select live chat. Otherwise, it filters potential spam. Is that something I have to do?
You're a spam.
Oh, where it says top chat. Hey, bring to me the hamster. Is he awake? Is he out?
Oh.
See what he's doing. Check him out. Oh. What?
He's sweet.
Oh, that's.
You want a donut, buddy?
Don't wake him up.
For a donut, he'll wake up.
Well, then bring him over here with the donut, and I'll show them the sleepy hammy with the donut.
Oh, the donut thing woke him up.
The donuts woke him up. Yes, the return of Flash the hamster.
Buddy. You know, I woke you up and now I'm picking you. You're like, no. Don't worry.
Did you give him a donut? Here. All right, give me the hamster and then give me the donut. Come here, hamster. Come here. All right, okay, here's Flash. This is what happens when Flash gets a donut. Look. You want a donut, Flash? Here. There. Eat that donut, Flash. Get it. Get that donut, Flash. Can you hear us crunching? My fingies is in the way. Look. He's eating a donut.
He's the frosting first.
Yeah, there's like frosting on it, which I assume is probably yogurt or something like that because it's from the pet store. Look at him go. Crunch, crunch. He's such a good guy.
Yeah, it's yogurt frosting.
It's yogurt? Yeah. Look, he's so happy. He's such a nice boy. He bites. Every single time you pick him up, he bites. But he's a good boy. He's a good Flash the hamster. He weighs like nothing at all. Here, take this thing. Take your donut. It's right here. He's still eating it. Anyway, thank you for letting me show you my hamster. I appreciate your patience while I show you my hamster. He was a family Christmas present because we are a family that actually can get animals for Christmas and because we fucking take care of them. Like, and they're like, oh, let's get a guinea pig. I'm like, I've never fucking had a guinea pig before. We'll get a hamster. I know how to take care of those.
Squished him.
You squished him in there.
You see him eating.
He's still eating.
He's like,
why don't you just put him in the cage part? Make sure it's locked.
Yeah, it is. Okay. Yeah.
Oh no, it's in like a link on one of the tweets. You'll probably have to scroll back a little bit. I will tribally. No. Probably. I will probably figure out how to do the link thing when I can. Well, yes, thank you. Yeah, no, we sing Queen's Flash song. Adam. That's how he got his name. He's a miracle. Because my daughter is really weirdly into what do you call it? Really into Queen all of a sudden. Like she was like, oh, everybody in my grade saw Bohemian Rhapsody. Everybody at school. And I thought she was just kind of bullshitting, like she wanted to watch it. And I was like, how's everybody at your school? And apparently everybody at her fucking like class is like obsessed with Bohemian Rhapsody. Mm-hmm. Okay. I did it. There. Did they show up? Well, what's that docs.google? Because, oh, it's forms. Okay. Yeah, it was random. And, like, we listened to Queen and stuff, but she's never really been into it. But then, like, she's like, I want to watch the movie. And we watched the movie. We rented it. And she's like, we got to buy it so I can watch it over and over. I'm like, okay, it wasn't that good. Anyway. So I put it in live chat. Man, I hope I haven't been missing everybody's messages because I didn't have it on the right chat. I am a terrible person. Woo, somebody's gonna punch me. Punch me right in the face. I feel like Bonnie Raitt could write a song kind of like that and it would be good. Like she could do it good. I gotta clear this cell, guys.
What?
Not you. Be quiet.
Cell.
Okay. Oops. Okay. We are going to do... Somebody asked, will any of my books ever get made into a movie? Well, here's the thing. I can't really, what do you call it? Answer that question. Because who knows? It's not like there's a card in here that I'm going to turn it over and it's going to be like a picture of an author signing a contract for film rights. So what we're going to do, I think this is timely because as we know, the After movie came out. Everything old is fucking new again, I guess. E.L. James has a book coming out on Monday. Yes, I'm going to blog it. So let's ask, instead of will any of my books get made into a movie, the thing that we're going to ask for this person is 3 cards about your book career. 3 cards about the book career. Oh my God, I have to stop and smoke this real quick because it's like incense. It's still burning. Shit got dry fast. Knock it off. Stop burning. I command you. I don't know why I thought smoking it again would help. Probably that made it worse. Anyway. Let's do this. Oh, and this is about the person's movies. This is about the person's books getting made into movies. So, will the person asking this, let's talk about their writing career. 3-card prediction for the future of their writing career. 3-card prediction for the future of their writing career. All right. Just give us the highlights, the good stuff. We want to know the good stuff about this person's writing career. Give me the good stuff about this person's writing career. Bam. 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 Well, the good stuff is you are writing to get rid of a lot of emotional baggage that you may have. You are writing to get a bunch of swords out of your back, and you are going to overcome a situation where you have been backstabbed by someone close to your career. There's something going on there where maybe there was a critique partner, maybe there was a friend, maybe there was somebody that did you dirty that you don't know. Okay, but that's not why I write. I write because I like to write about people falling in love. I like to write because I like romance. And when I wrote urban fantasy, I liked adventure. And I was like, I want to have an adventure. And so I wrote about adventure. And now I'm like, I want to write about love because I have a fucking awesome marriage to an amazing, handsome husband who is very big and strong. And then I'm like, I want to write about that. Like, because I want to have that feeling of falling in love over and over again. Every time I write a book, I get to fall in love. That's a pretty good job. I get paid to fall in love over and over again. Anyway, but the point of the matter on that is that your writing is fixing something for you. It is it's getting some sort of past resentment, past badness off your back. You also are going to have a pretty good mentor relationship coming up, or there's going to be someone who's helping ease your passage through some of the gnarlier parts of publishing and stuff. So you'll hit a point where you're going to really have, some people looking out for you, and you're going to make a transition. And then Judgment came up, and the first thing that I looked at was the blowing the horn. So I was like, blowing your own horn type of thing. But it's a thing that you're going to be judged fairly, and you are going to have an audience, and there are going to be people listening to you. I think that's you talking to them through that horn. I'm not being flippant. I'm just reading the things that come up in the card. What's Mr. Jen think of being married to a romance erotica author? Well, Mr. Jen, okay, first of all, I just realized that I never put mascara on today. I got my makeup on and went out, and I never put on mascara. That's wild. It still looks pretty good, though. It's just I noticed that because I can see my eyelash, because my eyelashes are red. Look at that. That's wild. What does Mr. Jen think of being married to a romance or erotica author? Does he ever get miffed? He does not get miffed. He loves like conferences, like RT. Oh my God, we used to go to RT. He loved the Alora's Cave Party. We would laugh ourselves just sick at some of the goofy stuff because they always did like funny skits. And he loved going to that stuff and seeing all the, the cool stuff. And he doesn't read. He's not a big reader. He can read. He's just not a big reader. He likes to listen to like NPR and shit like that, and the things he's interested in are like less fiction. He listens to The Boss on audiobook, but he doesn't really read my work, and that's like actually kind of cool because I don't know. I know that my work gets shared with a lot of people, but it seems private. Do you know what I mean? Like it seems like I don't want him to. Not that I don't want him to know what I'm writing about, but like it just seems more private, like between me and the people that I wrote the books for, not the person that is reading it out of obligation. Does that make sense? So, stop that, you bozo. So there's that part. I forgot what I was talking about. Oh, anyway, he likes that we can make money and travel. He loves the traveling. He got so excited when we were at RT in Dallas. He heard that E.L. James was in the lobby, so he like put on a suit, like went downstairs to look for E.L. James. Like he got like all spiffed up and went downstairs to look for her. So it's like so we have fun, like a lot of, we've gotten to do a lot of things because of my job. So no, there's like no resentment there because he likes the sort of life that goes along with it. He likes going to conferences and seeing lots of different places and meeting authors. He likes going to like when I went and reviewed that resort, we went down to Jamaica together and stuff, and it was like part of my job, and he's proud of me. He liked going to Steve Harvey, the Steve Harvey show, and being behind the scenes there, and he got to see the big surprise on the Steve Harvey show before I did, and he was like, oh, she's gonna cry. So he like knew all that stuff. So no, he is really super supportive and wonderful, and I hope he has his headphones on because otherwise when I get off of here tonight, he's gonna be like, you got a crush on me. So anyway, that's the deal. So yeah, no, he's very supportive, and he's proud of me. So That's awesome. Yeah. No, he did not. She was leaving. He was coming down the I think he said he was coming down the escalator. And he saw her going out the doors. But he, like, if he hadn't taken so much time trying to look handsome. He, like, combed his hair, like, slicked it down with water and everything. He's goofy. He's a goofy person. Hmm? You're a goofy person. Okay. Oh, somebody says, so this one says, yesterday I had a court date for an incident that happened last June. It was even more difficult than I had expected, and I kept feeling self-doubt. Was I right to press charges? Will the judge rule in my favor? Okay, so legal readings can be tricky. Okay. These can be a tricky thing. So, what we're going to do we are going to do a 3-card on this. And it's going to be we're just going to throw down 3 cards and see what happens. Pinwheel! Some people are fine. Some people are pinwheel. Let's see what's happening. So this question is for somebody's court date and what's going on with their court thing. We're just going to lay 3 cards down. What you need to know. 3 cards of what you need to know about your legal thing. Okay? 3 cards. What this person needs to know about their legal problem. Don't start. Okay. Okay. I don't like to be that bad news bearer. It doesn't look like judgment's going to go in your favor. The first thing we've got here is the Queen of Pentacles. Feel like maybe this is saying that you are putting too much money out on this thing, okay? Whatever this thing is, it's going to be more expensive than you think. And I don't think judgment reversed to me would read immediately like that. No, the judgment is not going to be in your favor. And as a result, you kind of are going to get, so if there is a case where there's a settlement on the table, this might be the time to take it. But I can't give legal advice because I don't know your situation and I'm not a lawyer. But the cards look like they're saying, hey, this, you might need to be working something different out than just continuing to pursue it. Hopefully that helps. I'm sorry it wasn't better news. Remember, you can always just say, this shit is fake and take control of your own destiny. I don't know how often that works, but I do it a lot. Fake news. Fake news. Clear. Hey, Mr. Jen. Hey. Do something with this dog.
What dog?
The one that keeps barking like a jackass because he's all sundowny.
Well, I can't deal with that.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Yeah, you can.
I have 2 adorable sleeping dogs over here. All wrapped up.
Oh, I feel really bad. Has it been 11 days since the 16th yet? Somebody do the math. It hasn't been. Has it been 11 days since the 6th? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And today's 16th. So this must be the day that the person left. All right, this person, it's the person that was going to go on the trip. And we kept being like, shorten your trip. That person. And I missed their question. Clear. Here we go. So this person, this is for the person that's going to Appleton, Wisconsin. Close in Larry Appleton. Synchronicity. Now I see everybody talking about perfect strangers everywhere. I would say it started a trend, but clearly perfect strangers started the trend. Tammy. It's been 1 week since Appleton. No, don't fall on the floor. All right, here we go. I haven't even had one whole booze-a-haul yet. I just noticed that somebody left rubbing alcohol on a hairbrush right up there. I have not been drinking the rubbing alcohol. Somebody just must, I don't know, who had rubbing alcohol on a hairbrush out for what? I swear to God. Do you guys have lice? Okay. Okay. This is about a person's trip to Wisconsin. We've discussed this before. You remember. Yep, that one. We know. We know! And how it's gonna go. We'll do 3 cards. Who sung what in their head? Anyway. So, basically what we talked about. These cards all came up, by the way, in the other readings that we did for you. All right? So, 4 of Wands, right? You are going towards something fun and good, okay? King of Wands reversed. You're going to have a little bit of that ennui, a little bit of that, like there is going to reach that point of like, oh, I want to go home. But now, let's see, you're going to go home. Oh, ha! That's right, because I just did that. Wow, I am high as fuck. I am obliterated. Oh, yeah, is that the thing about people in Wisconsin having sex? Yes, please do. Please do. And I hope that this is a case where this shit is fake. I hope things work out for you. Okay. And then, but you will be coming home. you will be, we already talked about money, spending more money, spending whatever, but it looks like maybe you will be coming home with more money than you planned to come home. That doesn't mean go wild, but it's not going to be as financially catastrophizing. Do you know what I mean? Yes, we all love updates. I especially love updates. If I give you a reading and it's not right, let me know. Because I'm afraid that everybody in the whole wide world is just super polite and doesn't want to say that all my readings are wrong. You know, like, what if everybody is just being nice? I can make imposter syndrome out of anything. Literally anything. I can go to the dentist and they can be like, oh, yeah, your gums look really healthy. And I'll be like, and they never do because of the fucking medications I'm on. But I'll be like, they can say that, and I'll be like, oh, they didn't know that I didn't floss or whatever. Like, oh, I squeaked right through with that one. Yeah, so What? Oh, you're going to do an update. Okay. Yes, absolutely. Because if I mess something up, you know, I need to know. I need to know. All right. So it is 11:21, and I'm starting to get a headache in the middle of my head area. I'm getting a third eye. It's confusing because it's nighttime, and we're usually in bed at this time, and we're not. And I understand that, but you gotta cut me a break here. Anyway. Oh. Oh, so it wouldn't affect it. Okay, that's really cool. Oh, I'm glad. Okay, that's really cool. I'm glad that that's a good job for you. What a neat thing. I'm glad that worked out. Anyway, anyway, so I don't know. I'm starting to get Michael Keaton eyebrows. I'm starting to get a thing right here. So I'm gonna go this week, and then next week I'll be back, and next week I'll be back, and then after that we're gonna have to talk about what's gonna happen for the rest of my it was a circle. That's amazing. But about what's going to happen when my show opens, because my show opens the first weekend of May and runs all through May. I think it's 4 weekends. So so I might close up the question box and then just, get back to him or what. Oh, my show is war paint at the Kalamazoo Civic. I'm singing in the pit. I'm not having to be on stage. I'm singing in the pit for a production of War Paint at the Kalamazoo Civic, and that runs through May. And because it's on Saturday night, so it's like there's no way that I can go and I can sing at a show, and then I come back. And yeah, actually, if you are around the area, it is going to be a fantastic show. It's, like all of the stuff, like the turntable, and there's going to be a digital, like an LCD background. And this is like the first time that it's been produced. Like it closed on Broadway in November, and then now it's opening here and whatever. And the score is gorgeous. Everything's going to be beautiful, like old, like 1930s New York type. It's a really cool show. So no character shoes. So it's great. No, I haven't gotten a TV show. Someday I should. They should give me a reality show or put me on a reality show like Big Brother or something, and I just go in and start shit all the time. Yeah, I know. Anyway, so we're gonna have to figure out what we're gonna do for those times. Next week, yes, even though it's Easter Saturday, it's American Easter. It's not Orthodox Easter. So the next weekend, I don't know if I feel like going to services on the night before Pascha, I will go, but I don't think I'm gonna go to Vigil. I don't know, maybe like if my Baba needs a ride, I'll go, or if like somebody goes, I'll go, but I probably won't. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Maybe I'll put it on the blog, or I'll have a plan and I'll remember it next week. Anyway, I'll talk to everybody later. And it's been charming as always. I'm gonna push the button.